Hello, beautiful star seeds. This is Hope and Unification Inside. Today I'm going to do a twin flame union reading for the full moon in Libra. We also have Jupiter conjunct Neptune, which just happened, which is quite a big deal. I'm not an astrologer, so at the end of this video, I'll link to someone that I trust that gives really good deep dives into what's happening with the planets, and she goes into your each sign, breaks it down for you personally and your whichever sign you resonate with. So, but this one we're going to get into the full moon in Libra. All right, so let's just dive right in. I want to see, there's a lot going on with, like I said, astrology, and typically what I personally have found is generally I don't really, even though I love astrology, I haven't found it overly helpful. But what I do find very helpful are new and full moons. I find that the energy really affects me. I'm tired, or I'm pensive, or I get breakthroughs. So what I'm trying to do today is just get a sense of what our collective twin flame union energy is doing right now with this full moon in Libra happening on April 16th, 2022. Full moon in Libra for twin flames and advanced souls. All right, and these are all coming out reversed, which is interesting. Okay, so far what we have is a Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So I'm going to turn these all upright so we can take a peek at these, and then we'll dive in. And then at the bottom we also had the Chariot. So action. Nines are really great because they're an end of an era. And these are actually a little better reversed. So with the Nine of Swords, this one is typically waking up from a nightmare. And so the nice thing is you're coming out of that energy. So the nightmare's dead, done, and over with. Your heartache, your struggles, your everything you've been really fighting with in the last moon cycle is on its way out. And what's on its way in is the beauty and the joy of the path, of the plan. We had the Nine of Wands, which is usually a hard-won victory, bruised and battered and very exhausted by it, and winning at all costs, which is not always good for everybody. And again, this is reversed. And then the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is actually a really great card. So I'm looking at this as something that for the new moon is set the intention. There's always good mantras to do and intentions. And, when you have a full moon or a new moon, it's a great time to let go and to release, and also to set an intention for what you want for the next 28 days or month. So the Queen of Wands being reversed, I would say, let's harness the power of the Queen of Wands. So look at the magic all around, and specifically within you. We are all sparks of the divine. I've resisted religion and God and all of that my whole life, but what I see is that it is, if you look at it scientifically, it is actually a miracle that you even get born at all, and then make it to adulthood. The odds are against all of that. So I now see that we are all God sparks. We are all sparks of the divine. We're all star seeds, like Carl Sagan says, that we all have stardust in us. So the Queen of Wands is all about embodying that and realizing that your passions and your desires are all for you and that you can have them. You just have to believe that you have that light and that spark inside of you. One of the things through my awakening that I found most helpful is learning about being a light worker. And I never knew what that meant when I heard people talk about it until I had my awakening. I always thought they were crazy and I didn't know what I was like, what are you talking about? But once I dove into the information, I was like, oh yeah, I'm totally a light worker. I just didn't know it. I didn't have a word for it. I resisted it because I was always against religion and stuff. So anyway, this is a matter of really, you're at the end of this journey. You've got these Nine of Wands and Nine of Swords. It's been a very long, hard battle that you've been fighting, and you're almost at the completion because you have two nines. And so this Queen of Wands, I would say, is take charge of your, first rest, because they're all reversed. Take a breather. And I'm seeing that for myself with this full moon in Libra. I definitely like to hustle, and I like to work, and I like to be busy, and I like to manifest, and I like to dive into all the things and learn all the things, but sometimes you need to rest and integrate. So with this Queen of Wands being reversed, that's what I'm getting for this full moon for all of us, is take stock. Take a look at where you've been and what you've been doing for the last several months, even in the last year. Take a look at where you were this time last year, this time during 2020, and just see those big leaps, and take time to just really like think about it, meditate on it. Yeah, and embrace the journey that you've been on, because you are coming close to this end. So let's get some more information from the cards. I want to see where the union is specifically. Whoa, yep, there we go. 2 cards flew out, so I am taking them. Yeah, Knight of Wands and the Magician. So we have the power to, we have all the tools already. You don't need to learn more. You don't need to do more. You already have all the tools and all the skills that you could need within. We are all the magicians. We are all in charge of our own journey. The Knight of Wands is taking action. And let's see what kind of action are we taking here. So you're manifesting. You have all the tools and skills to manifest. Ace of Wands. Yeah, and again, it came out reversed, but that's okay. So this is actually, I was just listening to another full moon in Libra astrology forecast, and he really channeling the third eye. So this Ace of Wands is tapping into your third eye chakra and seeing the bigger picture, zooming out, and seeing this clarity of the ace, the passion of the wands. So maybe that is one thing that, if that resonates with you, if you haven't gone into the chakra system yet, definitely do that. Cleaning out your chakras is like, I feel like the first step. And I didn't know much about chakras, but cleaning them out and balancing them and making sure they stay balanced, you can actually ask for upgrades in your chakra system. So definitely check out the third eye chakra, because it's how you see the bigger picture. So if you're a twin flame, it's very easy to get stuck on this separation, stuck on what is my twin doing, stuck on the why do I love them so much, stuck on the just all of it, the regrets of the past, the energy, the emotions. There's so much to get that you can easily get stuck with the ego mind. So just remember that you chose this path because we all chose this to be, when we decided to be incarnated on earth. We have power within us with this Queen of Wands. We can take our own action, moving our life forward with the Knight of Wands, but the more importantly, see the bigger picture and zoom out and look at your life, and specifically look at your connection with this person. See it from a bit higher, wiser, bigger viewpoint than just a relationship or a love situation, or I want someone to play house with, or whatever. I mean, I think most of you have gone through all of that already. You know, if you're watching this channel and found me, I bet you've already worked on all that. So let's see best guidance going forward. 3 of Cups, friendship, celebration. 5 of Wands, removing scaffolding that's no longer working. And let's get one more card for something to think about for this full moon in Libra, for all twin flames, soulmates, high level soul connections. A lot of people think they're twins, but they're not really twins, so that's okay. If they're in another high level soul connection that teaches you a lot. Teaches you about real love versus conditional love. So what's one more card for the full moon in Libra, best guidance going forward. And then in a second, what I'm going to do, there's no cards coming out. So what I'm going to do is dive into the masculine and feminine side here in a second. There we go. Okay. Strength and Hierophant. So yeah, we have so many strong major arcana cards, right? So again, just think about the bigger picture and how strong you are. Having the strength to do what you need to do in your own life for yourself, having the strength to stand up for yourself. The Hierophant, they both came out reversed. So the way I look at that is letting go of traditional expectations, having the strength to do that. Bucking trends in your family. What does your family want you to do? For example, my family, they're very supportive and helpful, but they would never understand this kind of thing. I've never told them about the twin flame thing because they just won't get it. And, you know, I like most people won't get it, but I have an aunt who's really great and she's always trying to find me a regular job. But like, I don't even tell her that I'm doing this. So some of it is just like, you know, do your own thing. You know what's right in your heart. You're hopefully talking to your guides. Three of Cups is finding the support around you, the friends that you do have that understand. I do have some people I can talk to about this. And I'm finding other real twin flames to talk to, which really helps a lot. But dismantling the scaffolding that's no longer working. So you might have built up something else in your life that you're letting go. It just wasn't, maybe it's falling away naturally. That's what I'm seeing in this card. And just having the strength and power within you to follow your own inner light. Not what's expected and not what society says success is. So that's definitely what I'm getting with these cards going forward for the full moon in Libra. So now I'm just going to dive a little bit real quickly. I'm not going to go on too long, but I want to see what the masculine and feminine are doing. And then at the end, I'm going to give you an affirmation like a mantra for the month. Okay, so let's see. Whoa, the feminine is healing. She has hope. She's got the star card. I love this version of the star card. It reminds me of like Lady Gaga, or someone who's not afraid to just shine their beautiful self based on the healing and all the inner work they've done. She's very honest about her struggles in her life, and she doesn't apologize for who she is. And she's also like she's also really amazing at like costume design. So I look at that star card as a good example of Lady Gaga, even though I personally don't like her music, but I like her as a archetype. All right, and you have justice. So you have hope and healing, and you've been doing the work, and you're letting your inner light shine, and you know justice will be yours in the end. Justice is on your side in whatever fashion. Maybe you're going through the legal system right now, and you're signing those things, yep, and maybe becoming single, or maybe you've just started a business. So I love that. Yeah, so I think what I'm getting here with these three cards together, with the Star, Justice, and the Nine of Pentacles. So the Star is you've done all the healing work, you've had hope, you've become a light worker, and you letting your inner light shine. You're standing up for yourself as the beautiful, unique snowflake that you are. And Justice has been on your side, divine justice. These are two major arcana cards, so the two big picture cards. Justice in all its senses, and this is also the full moon in Libra, which is a very balanced energy, so the balance is in your favor. And then the Nine of Pentacles is someone who's very solid on their own. They're very happy by themselves, they're okay, they can manifest and make the real world work to their favor. They're centered and balanced because they've done all this work. They see the bigger picture on how sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. And sometimes the Nine of Pentacles comes up for entrepreneur energy. So it could be that you've done all this healing work, you've become very balanced, or you've been rewarded, and now you're starting out on your own. But I could definitely see this as somebody going through a divorce as well. Somebody who's decided enough is enough and I need to break free, going through the legal system, and then getting what's theirs and starting fresh and new and single. So I could read it both ways. So let me know in the comments if you resonate with the Divine Feminine Collective. Let me know in the comments what resonates there for you. Now let's see where the masculine is right now. I just want to check in with the masculine side, and this could go for your own masculine side, like what you're doing with work. It could be with your divine partner. The Lovers, holy doodle, look at that. The Lovers, that's amazing. So choosing divine love, choosing unconditional love, having the strength to do what's necessary. So he's got the strength here too, just like the union energy did. Those are, I mean, geez, I could just stop right there. That's amazing. The Lovers and strength. So having the strength to choose divine unconditional love, the higher love. So what does that bring in for him? All right, this card does not want to get shuffled. So choice, choosing to follow the path of the divine, choosing passion. Yeah, that's amazing. Lovers is all about balancing the inner masculine and feminine and choosing a higher love, a divine love. Having the strength to do what needs to be done, having the strength to stand up for themselves in that, specific to that, and then choosing the magical path versus the logical path. The Two of Wands is a choice between our ego and our personality self and our soul desires, basically, what our higher self wants or what our ego wants. So this masculine is having the strength to choose what his soul wants, not what his ego is telling him. So that's amazing. I love that. I love this energy for all of us, because that is a huge breakthrough, especially that you, the feminine, I say you because mostly it's the divine feminines watching these kinds of videos, but that we are totally solid on our own, happy, balanced, and ready to be the goddess that we are, whether you're a man or woman, doesn't matter. And that the fact that the masculine entity is choosing passion over logic. I love it. So just keep in mind this last row here is find a community of people to support you. Let go with what's no longer serving you. So let's get a final mantra for what you can meditate on all month for the full moon in Libra. What's the best guidance? Well, here we go. Oh, there we go. All right, and I love this. This is a butterfly deck. Oh yeah, here we go. This is exactly what I was just saying with the star card. Today, I choose hope. So keep that in mind. If your ego rears its ugly head or you start thinking negative thoughts about yourself or about your person, always choose hope over that. Let those energies flow through. It's impossible to just be positive all the time, but let those thoughts come through. Let the emotions come through. Just let it wash over you like a wave. Don't let it get stuck, I guess. So choose hope over sadness, separation, loss, expectations, judgment. Choose hope over all those things. And just know that you are, if you found this video at all, you are some sort of a advanced soul or a divine being. We all are. Even people you don't like, they are too. But just keep that in mind that you are, if you're watching these sorts of videos, you are tapped in. You are connected to your higher team. So clean that up a little bit more because you are the star. You choose hope. Cool. All right. So that's your full moon in Libra forecast for twin souls, twin flames, and soulmates. Definitely all divine connections. And so that's your mantra for the next month. And I will be back for a new moon video for sure. Definitely leave me a comment below and subscribe if you're new here. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next month. Okay, bye.